Hello everyone, this is Emo and today we will be reviewing One Piece chapter 1053, The New Emperor. And before reviewing this chapter, I just want to say to everyone who thought Wano would be over by this chapter, yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, I never anticipated that Wano will ever end by this chapter. Even after seeing the One Piece staff Twitter saying this Shonen Jump and everything, yeah, Wano would have never ended in this chapter. This chapter would have been around 180 pages for it to be for Wano to be over by this chapter. And so we have a long break on our hands, but I will keep you entertained by posting an average of 1 or 2 videos per week. So if you want to keep up with the channel, you could subscribe to my channel here so that you couldn't get bored while One Piece is on break. So at the beginning of the chapter, we go to Marijua where they are stunned at Luffy's new bounty poster, and they wanted to remove the D from Luffy's name, just like what happened with Goldie Roger. However, looks like Morgans knows people from the publishing area, and he has printed the bounty posters for Luffy's Gear 5 and has spread it throughout the world. I don't know if Morgans will get captured by the world government for all his meddling with the world government, as they could get fed up from him and capture him and throw him in prison or something. And while we see the bounty posters going all over the world, we get this panel where if you look closely you could see Sabu's picture put there. So there is definitely something that has happened to Sabu, and we still don't know what it is, but I guess we will find out maybe after this act ends or maybe after the arc ends. And it is revealed that the 3 captains, Kid, Law and Luffy, all have a combined total bounty of 9 billion, each getting 3 billion, which I predicted Luffy would get 5 billion and Kid and Law would get 2.2 billion. I thought that Luffy would get a 5 billion because he has to surpass Kaido, who was 4.6 billion, but it turns out I was wrong. But the 3 of them, their combined bounty surpasses Big Mom's and Kaido's bounties combined, as Big Mom and Kaido's bounty combined are around 8 billion 9,099, something like that, and the combined total is 9 billion, so they have surpassed them. And then the best part of the chapter, one of the funniest scenes, after the food is ready in the Flower Capital's palace, we see that no one's sitting there except Jinbei, who is very polite and waited for the chef to finish the food for 2 hours, but however, everyone else couldn't wait, so they went to party. A very polite man, Jinbei. And then we see scenes of them celebrating. Then it cuts to Nico Robin, who she's not captured, as I was very worried on her last chapter. I think Oda was playing with our feelings when he said we could still capture Nico Robin, and then he didn't show us Nico Robin the whole chapter, and I don't know why. Yeah, maybe because to play with our feelings, as she is clearly in the Flower Capital and she wasn't far off from the others, and we can see that she is in the castle basement in which Brook found where there was a Poneglyph and Kokeshi dolls, and Tenguyama says this is his personal collection, as he used to have a secret hobby to put them down here, and he was imprisoned here, and it turns out that he is Uzuki Sakoyaki, Oden's father. And a lot of people predicted this, as he had the same voice actor as in the anime, but he says here that he doesn't want to tell Momonosuke, as he says he is part of the problem of why Orochi gained a lot of power. But I think Momonosuke should know who he is, as he should teach Momonosuke the ancient language. so it doesn't get forgotten. Then Robin asks Tengoyama a really important question. She says it should be somewhere in this country. The ancient weapon, Pluton. At least that was written, what the Poneglyph said in Alabasta. Indeed, it's here. So this is something we look forward to see in the future, Pluton. Then it cuts to the prisoners' minds in Uden, and we see there are a lot of forests that have grown there with people getting stabbed with plants. Then we see king and queen getting their nutrients sucked off from plants, and we see finally Admiral Raikugo. Sorry for my mispronunciation. And he says, at my rank, I would never lose to few commanders like you. Oda is really hyping up the admirals and saying them they are very stronger than Yonko first commanders. However, I'm not sure if king or queen were prisoners here and had prison cuffs on them, or were there the rest of the beast pirates gathering up again, or what? I'm not sure. But this is a bad look for king and queen. I think people will say that Zoro's and Sanji's victories were easy, as an admiral did this to them, and we can get a sense of justice of what Green Bull has, as he likes Alcaino's style a lot, and he's not following his orders, but he will try to get Luffy's head so he could get Alcaino to like him more, something like that. So I think this is not what a lot of people expected of Green Bull, and it doesn't look like he's from Wano or anything. And from the way his hair and the cigarette and the love for ladies, I think he has a lot of themes that would foreshadow that he would be a future opponent for Sanji, maybe. I think a lot of people didn't think that Kugo will be like this. I think a lot of people thought he would just come thank the Straw Hats for freeing Wano or something like that, but looks like he's going straight for Luffy's head. However, he is doing, while he's coming with a bad intention, he's doing good things along the way, because every time he walks, there's green areas that come out. He produces plants wherever he goes. Then it cuts to the Flower Capital Festival again, where we see the biggest festival ever that we haven't seen in One Piece. And the Straw Hats deserve it, as they haven't partied from the beginning of the New World. They had partied in Zou, but there was a Straw Hat missing, and it wasn't a post-fight party, if you know what I mean. And we see that Luffy told Momonosuke not to tell the citizens that he saved them, as he doesn't want to be seen as a hero. Which, yeah, this is in character for Luffy, but however, Luffy doesn't like to be seen as the hero. However, people see him as a hero anyway. So I think something will happen that will make the citizens of Wano view Luffy as a hero. And we see that Kid has come very pissed off at Luffy. Then Luffy hugs him and starts dancing with him, and we see beautiful shots of the Straw Hats and the Alliance and everyone. And we see that Kiamon has reunited with his wife. Then Kid says to Luffy that he has come to kill him, as he is very pissed off that Luffy is the one who has been announced as the Yonko, I guess. And maybe the newspaper says that Luffy is the leader of both of the whole Alliance, not the three of them are leaders. And it's announced the new 4 emperors: Shanks, Blackbeard, Luffy, and Buggy D. Clown, the ultimate Yonko. And that's probably the funniest thing ever. Who would have thought that Buggy would have been a warlord? Now, who would have thought that Buggy would have been a Yonko? And actually, this lineup of the 4 Yonkos was foreshadowed from volume 25, where we see all of them standing with Oda in the middle, the goat. So Oda actually put this lineup right in front of our eyes in a volume cover, far back from volume 25. And we see that Green Bull has arrived at the Flower Capital. So this is a really stacked and a huge, big news chapter. We will obviously have to wait another 4 weeks for a new chapter. However, I will keep you up with a lot of videos, One Piece and non-One Piece related. So if If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me out a lot. This is Emo, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!